Hey, I'm Damon Fowler, and this is Gig Stories from Fowler's Garage. Uh, this episode, we're going to feature my really good friend, Victor Wainwright. He is a piano player. He's toured all around the world and has many great gig stories. So, Victor, tell us a story, please.
All right, man. Well, you remember Nick Black, Damon?
I do, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, it was Nick. Yeah, all right, so my band at the time. It's important to set up who the band was at the time. We've been through a lot of different members. So to paint the picture perfectly, it was Nick Black, Peanut, Terrell Reed. You remember Terrell Reed, Peanut, the drummer I
Yeah,
had at the time,
absolutely. Yeah,
and Todd Edmonds. Todd Edmonds, Tuba
of
Todd.
course.
Yeah, of course you know Tuba. So it was all of us, and this is now back many, many years. We had just finished playing the Blue Five in Roanoke, Virginia, and it goes pretty late there. I can't remember back then. At least till midnight. It went pretty late. We got done with the gig. Um, I went to go check into the hotel, and it was just one of those situations where, and it's happened to you, I'm sure, where you get there and nothing's right. So everything's wrong. They didn't have our reservation, and there's nothing we can do. We're sold out. You got to deal with it. We run into these situations all the time. You just have to deal with it. So I thankfully I had Todd in the band, as I explained, and Todd's a road chief. He can pretty much drive. In fact, he back then, especially if there was a challenge, he'd want to rise to it just to show that he could do it. So I said, well, let's go on up the road a little bit for a few hours. It's already 1 or a.m. or so. Let's go up the road a couple hours. Our next gig was in Lawrenceville, PA. So we got on the road, packed it up, went on a couple hours, looking for a hotel. Well, I started calling ahead where we were headed. No one had any hotels. We're sold out. And it turned out that they were doing fracking at the time up there. So like everybody was coming down from up north, down into these areas where we were. It was just packed, no place to stay. It's like 2:33 a.m. We're rolling. And like I said, where we're headed to was Lawrenceville, PA. A place, Lakeview Lodge was the name of the place.
Yep.
It's gone now, but it was good. It was a cool place. Some really nice people over there too. And so up in the mountains now in PA. So we're driving, and no hotels. So I finally turned to Todd and I said, well, and Nick and Peanut are half awake in the back. I said, well, boys, looks like we're gonna have to go the whole way. So it was already at that time 3:34 a.m. We had to do the whole 6.5, 7 hours. We'll get there and it'll be all right. Might have to sleep a little in the van. That happens sometimes. So we get on over to Lawrenceville, all the way there, man. I mean, just mountains, real pretty. See the sunrise. We joke around, grab some McDonald's, get back on the road, going. Getting out into the country now, though. Little cell phone signal, spotty at best. We lose cell phone signal. All right. We get on over to the gig though. I think because the GPS is still working on our phone, and there's nobody there. We don't know where we're sleeping that night. Nothing. So we pull up. It's beautiful outside though. Todd Edmonds says, "Hell!" He jumps out the van. He said, "Don't worry about it, man. I played this gig before." So I guess back then, or maybe still to this day, if Todd has played a place, it don't matter. I guess he's just considered family at that point.
Right,
So
yeah,
he
they know him
proceeds.
now.
Yeah, he proceeds to break in. Break into the restaurant. it's it's 8:39 it's 8:30 a.m. going on 9 strong at this point. We had already contemplated sleeping in the van. He got tired of that and decided we were going to get inside this place because the restaurant at that time, the area that you played was connected to the hotel where
Yeah,
you stayed, and Todd knew that. So he knew if he can get inside, he might be able to find somebody that could let us into the
right.
hotel part.
Right.
So he breaks in. Eventually, scares the hell out of some people. They come around. Hey, is this guy with you? Police might get called. Todd somehow evades all that situation, and we get it settled down. He does get their attention, and next thing we know, we're slowly getting checked into this hotel. Now it's been a really long day and a really long night, and I'm very thankful that Todd broke in at this point because it looks like I'm gonna get my bed. I finally get into my room, and it was very strange. Anyway, it was like a single size air mattress type bed in this hotel. I don't know if you remember that, pal. Did you ever play that place?
I believe I did. I think I played there one time.
well, they made it comfortable, and I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it was a little hard to. Anyway, I just started to ease myself. Now this is back when I was bigger too. Just started to ease myself down into this framed in single size air mattress bed. Now picture a bed frame like an old wooden cabin style bed frame, big thick wood, built in surrounding this single air mattress. It was really weird, but I got down in there because I was very very tired.
Right.
Now this time I'm weighing about 400 pounds,
Right.
so squeezed in there, like literally squeezed in, and it felt very very snug. Yeah, just like this.
Yeah.
I was feeling pretty good. Just about that time though, just about that time I started to get squeezed into that bed, I heard somebody hollering out front of my room. Now the room doors, they just went to the outside area. Beautiful view over this huge valley. And I heard hollering. And it was either Nick or Peanut. And I jumped, man. And as I jumped, I kind of flexed like this, and the whole entire bed frame that was holding that mattress in basically exploded, broke all apart in my room. It just broke apart. I
Yeah.
stumbled out of the bed and got to the door, opened the door to see why there was hollering. And Peanut was sitting outside of the window of my van, like holding on to the roof. Peanut now. And he's hollering. And I look over, and about 10 yards between the van and the entrance to the hotel, or these outside entry rooms, was a dumpster. And in that dumpster was about a 500-pound black bear. And he had took up residence between the van in front of Peanut and mine and Nick and Todd's room. So we had to figure that out. Peanut wasn't going to sleep anytime soon, so we went back inside and got the guy, who led us back around another way to where we can get to Peanut and talk to him for a minute. And the gentleman said, I'll never forget it. The gentleman said, well, sorry, man. I don't know if you're going to be able to get to your room. We can't just chase him away. But he's well known around here. And Peanut said, really? He goes, man, damn. He goes, well, does he got a name or something? Maybe we can call his name or something. He says, yeah, it's kind of funny, man. Your name's Peanut, right? He said, yeah. He says, this bear's name is Cashew because of a light, like brown color. And he goes, well, Vic. Peanut said, well, Vic, I guess I'm going to be sleeping in the van tonight, man. Not only what this guy says, but this bear might cash you, but he ain't going to cash me.
Nice.
That was my gig story. Peanut slept in the van that night. The bear was gone before the gig started.
Oh, man. That's a good one, dude. Thank you, man.
Hey, I'm Damon, and this is Gig Stories from Fowler's Garage. If you like the content, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and a share.